Yeah, hi guys. Good evening. Good evening. Join me in. Welcome to Cat Ninjas. Good evening, friends. Join in. Join in. Good evening. Good evening. Trust everybody is doing good. Good evening, Srishti. Good evening. Join in, friends. Everybody join in. So I think we'll have another rocking night of learning. Let's have some good time. Let's learn. Let's continue the concepts that we were doing in time and work one. So we'll continue there. Good evening, Trupti. Good evening, Kevin. Good evening. Yup. All right. So, okay. So, as you guys set up the things and you guys start picking up the pen, the book, and set up the things, set up the things, and settle down. Meanwhile, let me quickly introduce myself as we do this. Okay, I am Belvi Srinivas. I worked last 14 years. I've been working in the test prep industry in various capacities. I worked with various organizations, and over a period of time, yes, I did develop expertise in training students in QA, DI, and LR areas. And yes, I do train the trainers as well. That's briefly about me. Yes, this Telegram channel is not working for the time being. I will update this maybe by Monday. Yes, otherwise you can seek counseling and you can interface with me on the Telegram group. That is one way we can get connected. Yes, in today's learning, so what we are doing today is we will continue our discussion on efficiency. We'll introduce pipes and cisterns where the efficiency becomes negative as well. So we'll first, for some time, we will talk about the positive efficiency, the negative efficiency, and then we will open up to some of the CAT questions which are built still on the efficiency. In the third part, we will discuss about the alternate works or everything not working together. That's what we will do in time and work third part, right? Okay, let's not worry about the third part. I will brief you what I will be doing in third part when I do third part. For now, let's think about, okay, what we are doing in the second part, right? In the second part, I'll be talking still about the efficiency, but from the efficiency, both from positive as well as negative perspective, and we'll examine some of the CAT questions around this particular concept yet, just like we did yesterday. Fair enough. So on this note, let me also do some quick announcements as you kind of settle down there. Unacademy offers two kinds of subscriptions. One is a plus subscription, the other one is iconic subscription. So under the plus subscription, you get open to the structured. I mean, you get the structured lectures, including the structured tests. All right, it can be sectional test or the full length test, all of it in the iconic. So it is in addition to the structured courses, the weekly test, all of this, you will also get a lot of personal attention in the sense of it could be in terms of guidance, it can be in terms of planning your test analysis, or it can be the study planner and loads of it, right? So when it comes to the subscription of them, so based on whether you are preparing for CAT 21 or CAT 22 or CAT 23 and so on, so you have these things and offers in place. And so along with so if you use the code Belvi 100, so you get 10% discount on the listed prices, whatever has been listed on this, you can avail the discount using that code if you unlock. Yeah. So as I told you in the iconic subscription, there is a lot of one-to-one mentoring, which includes your doubt solving, maybe any area, quant, LR, DI, any area. It could also be the concept discussion, some of the concepts that are holding you back. You can discuss them maybe from algebra, maybe from geometry, maybe DILR, maybe it could be from the verbal. So you will get that one-to-one attention. So one-to-one mentorship as well with respect to applying to the B schools, whatsoever it could be. Right? Yeah. So along with all of this, be it with a plus subscription, be it with a plus or be it with iconic subscription, any of this. So you will get the test series free, the mock test series free. And here they are. Every week you get about two full-length tests and three sectional tests and full-length mocks, etc. If you want to understand a little more about, hey, how many tests I should take in the month of September, October, November, watch the series that I have done in the last 2 weeks. So that will kind of help you to understand what is the importance of tests. All right. So on this note, let's get into the lecture. So who are all there? Yash has joined in. Uh, Difference between scheduled completion and actual completion. What is that? Actually, what happens can be different from what has been scheduled, Srishti. For example, say you scheduled to finish some syllabus by end of 31st August. Let's say, all right, no, so just to explain the definition of those words, if you said that, okay, by 31st August, I will finish something. You might end up finishing before this, maybe by 30th August, right? You may finish the task by 30th August, or you may finish it even by 2nd September. Now, so if you finish by 30th August or 2nd September, this is the actual, right? This is actual. This is scheduled or planned. All right. Now, what you planned and what you achieve can be two different things. It may happen just as per plan, or you can take little more time than the planned time, or you may take little less time. So it depends. I hope the definitions are clear, right? I think that is the definition of the words. I don't know from which perspective you are saying this. Scheduled completion versus actual completion means this by the words, and it should be true wherever you apply this. It doesn't matter in any question that you are trying to apply. It doesn't matter. That is what it means technically, right? Yeah. Okay, all right. Trupti, my prep recently, I feel it's little late. See, Trupti, it all depends. It all depends. Okay, good perspective. You guys ask me sometimes such questions, and it actually doesn't allow me to get into the lecture. Nothing wrong, but they're very interesting questions what you ask. Okay, let me tell you. I just about 1 hour back I was talking to someone. 1 hour back I was talking to someone, which is the truth. Why I'm talking just 1 hour back? It is such a recent incident, right? Yeah, there was a guy, so from one of the IITs, or one of the IITs. So this guy prepared for CAT just for 2 months. Honestly, this guy prepared for CAT just 2 months, and he got 99 plus percentile, and he dropped out. He dropped out because this fellow did not get into ABC. Right? He got because ABC requires about 99.7 percentile, right? About 7. If you want a call somewhere, if you are an engineer, you want 99.7 percentile upward. And with 99.7 also conversion becomes little difficult. You should get 99.8 or 99.85. That gives a good mileage technically as far as I understand. So I was talking to this guy, right? Talking to this guy. So he actually prepared the last 2 months. The idea was, shall I start now? All right, no. So because kind of again, how many months? 3 months. Last year 2 months, this year 3 months. See again. So what I'm trying to say is it depends on the time talents that we have, right? So what kind of time we have, what kind of talent we have. So it's a some composition of many things. So therefore, I don't say outrightly something is wrong, something is right, right? Unless I understand from the perspective of the people, it becomes very difficult to suggest, because I've seen people cracking and getting good scores just with 2 to 3 months of preparation. I've seen people not getting good scores even with 1.5 years of preparation. So I've seen both the extremes. With 2 3 months, people get fantastic percentiles. With even 1.5 years, people panic and they mess up the things. So either side of the spectrums exist, and I've live witnessed them. I've witnessed them. I've spoken them. They cried on my shoulders. They laughed at my shoulders. All of that we have seen in the past. Okay. Yeah, I think that answers your question, Trupti. Therefore, unless I know more about you, I will not be able to comment about it, right? Because my comments can go wrong. What I suggest can go wrong. So therefore, it depends on what perspective, what background we are coming from, because you already lived 20 years. All right, you learned a lot in 20 years. Or what you learned, I don't know. With respect to aptitude, how much you learned, I have no idea. So unless I speak to you, I will never understand, because 20 years of time that you spent on earth is already a big time. It's already a big time, right? So that's my view. That's my view. I hope it answered your query. Okay, answered your query, which is never too late. That's why people say it depends from individual to individual. What is that late depends from individual to individual. All right, that addresses Trupti's query. Hmm. Okay, Ayush, I am not doing a sequential study. This is not a plus batch. Okay, Ayush, you are asking that what chapters are left. I am not doing. So if you look at the Cat Ninja series, it's about talking about the impactful and important topics, right? Most of the impactful and most of the important concept. I will pick up a concept from that chapter. I will not speak entirely about that particular chapter because I'm not doing a course. What I am doing is I'm picking up because there are so many tiny concepts. So out of which I pick the most important ones, and I will try to say that from CAT perspective what it is, right? So that has been the nature of this particular one, because with 3 months to CAT, that is the style of preparation, right? CAT 22 when I will do chapter wise, the course wise, all of that. Okay. I think that addresses Ayush's concern here. Yep. All right. So great, good enough. So we are there. So shall we get into the lecture? Finally. Okay, shall we get into the lecture? Good to get into the lecture. Are you ready with your books and pens? All wide awake? Or yawning on one hand, trying to settle up on your bed on the other hand? or all ready with the books and pens? So good to go for the next 30, 40, 50 minutes. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Great. All right. Then let's get started. Okay. That was a piece of information that I passed on based on your queries that you had. Okay, let me start with this. Again, let me just define what is negative. So as we do in every other lecture, I will not jump start into the depth. So we'll always do a little bit of warm up. So of course, the warm ups are so very relevant to the depth that we kind of hit all it in some time. Okay, so there is a negative work. So when we talk about the pipes and cisterns, all right, generally, all right, now don't read this question, just listen to me. When we talk about the pipes and the cisterns, there may be the pipes which can be filling this. Let's say the pipe A is filling this. At the same time, there can be an outlet pipe. All right, there may be an outlet pipe B, all right, which can be drawing out the water. All right, now so both kinds of pipes exist. One pipe may be willing to fill it. The other one we can empty it because that's a regular activity at home as well. You have some overhead tank or underground tank, whatever it is, you store water, the water gets into it and you use that water. So that's the usual style here. Okay, that is what we are looking at this particular question. Read it along with me. Let's read slowly, meticulously. Let's do this. A huge water tank is filled by an inlet pipe P in 20 hours. There's a huge tank. All right, it requires 20 hours. Continuous flow of water for 20 hours would fill this. And the same full tank can be emptied by an outlet pipe usage. You use the outlet pipe for some usage. So if the usage pipe can take 24 hours. If both pipes are kept open when the tank is empty, assume that the tank was cleaned up. Therefore, the tank is empty. On one hand, you want to fill the water to it. On the other hand, you want to draw out the water from it for the usage. If both actions takes place simultaneously, in how much time will the tank be full? Again, we can fix the tank capacity. Work is nothing but tank capacity. You can say tank capacity. You can say that that's a work is what is the tank capacity? That thing can be taken as a work in liters. You can put this in liters, whatever, liters or meter cube, whatever, however you want to define, gallons, liters, your choice. Say liters because in India we use this word liters. Let's say, okay, therefore let me take liters for this tank capacity in liters, nothing but LCM of time duration. So again, if you want to use, don't want to use the work as one, which means you decide, no, I don't want to use work as one, I want to use work as a convenient number. Fair enough. So you always take the LCM of the time duration, just like we did before. But this time what you get a tank capacity. In this case, you will say that I will use the LCM of 20 and 24, etc. This is what you kind of use. In other words, already you use something like this. Hey, there is a P positive work. Q is doing the negative work. The time durations are 20 hours and this takes 24 hours. I will just write a minus sign wherever some negative work is happening. I will just write, because if there is a conflict, one work is positive, the other work is negative, I will just write a negative word there, minus 24. Coming to the efficiency, efficiencies are inversely proportional. I would have written 24 here, I would have written 20 here, I would have simplified it 4 5 times and 4 6 times. Okay, therefore I will come back and write this is plus 6 and this is minus 6, minus 5. Right, I would have written it in the reverse fashion. Then I will come to the capacity work, 20 into 6, which is nothing but 120 liters. That is true from LCM as well. It doesn't matter which way you do it, right? So you can multiply these two numbers also, which also becomes 120 liters. It doesn't matter. Okay, coming to us, what is more important to us? As I told yesterday, work is important and efficiency is important. How you find it first doesn't matter. Okay, what is work for us? 120 liters. What is efficiency of P plus 6 liters? What is the efficiency of Q minus 5 liters? All right. So therefore, if both pipes are kept open, combined efficiency, if both pipes are kept open, that is P minus Q, because Q is doing the negative work. So I will have the net efficiency, which is plus 6 minus 5, which becomes 1. So how much time will the tank be full? Naturally, the work divided by efficiency is the time taken. Okay, how much work? 120 liters. What is the efficiency? 1. Therefore, it will take 120 hours for this tank to be filled in that given scenario. Right? Pretty simple, nothing big. So we did this efficiency yesterday. Just that sometimes the efficiency can be negative. So again, negative efficiency generally been asked using the questions pipes and systems, right? Because instead of using that, some people are doing constructive work, some people are doing destructive work. We don't generally talk about the destructive work. We don't glorify the destructive work. Therefore, what can be a suitable action to answer these kind of positive and negative work? The negative work, the best way to ask in the exam is by using the pipes and systems, right? So that's what they do. So pretty simple concept. I hope everybody got this. Anybody, any confusion here with the negative work? I don't think so. I don't think so. All this is the high school syllabus, pretty simple one, just like what we did yesterday. Any confusion, anyone? Anything to be asked? Asked right now, right here. Any confusion? I guess there is no confusion. All should be clear. Just that you have to put a negative sign for some numbers. That's it. Anybody, any confusion? Clear, right? Clear. Other than Keval and Srishti, for others also it's clear. Can you quickly confirm? Yes, it's clear. Right? Right. Okay, Yash. Good. Good. Right. Let's do a cat question. Let's do a cat question. Superb. All right, Prashant. All right, Amit. Good. Yeah, let's do a cat question. Do it with me. Do it with me only. Let's do it. Practice using the cat question itself. There is a leak at the bottom of the tank. The leak can empty a full tank in 8 hours. When the tank is full, okay, because since most of you, I think, were there yesterday. If you are there yesterday, so why don't you try it for a minute? Because you were there yesterday, I guess, because I'm seeing the names which are all similar to me, right? Ayush, Srishti, Keval, I think all of you were there. All right, Debajyoti was there, right? So all you guys were there. Take a minute to crack this question. Just that the one efficiency is negative. Other than that, there is no big deal in this. There is no other big deal. So why don't you crack this? If you have kept your book and pen ready, crack it. Level 1 question. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, all right, all right, all right, okay, all right. I got all types of answers, right? All types of answers have been filled in. Some of them are right, some of them are wrong because all answer options I can see there. Doesn't matter. Okay, so let's warm it up again. There is a leak at the bottom of the tank. The leak can empty the full tank in 8 hours. When the tank is full, the tap is opened into the tank, which admits 6 liters. What is this flow rate? Right? The flow rate is given. Flow rate is given 6 liters per hour, and hence the tank is now emptied in 12 hours. What is the capacity of this particular tank? Fair enough. So can we start with the dummy? You can start with the dummy as well. If I want to start with the dummy, what are my numbers? 8 hours and 12 hours. What about this flow rate? Ignore this flow rate. Time being, ignore that flow rate. You just want, because we used to assume the tank capacity, but then he says that you can't assume, man. I want exact tank capacity. Otherwise, in the previous question, what did we do? We went on to assume the tank capacity, right? But then you can't assume it here. Why? Because the flow rate has been given. If the flow rate is given, then you can get the exact tank capacity. Let's understand this. How do I do this? On one hand, all right, now let's see that there is a leak here. There is a filling tap here. All right, there is a tap which is filling it. Leak is doing the negative work, tap is doing the positive work, and ultimately what is happening, and hence the tank is now emptied in 12 hours, which means the leak is much more powerful. All right, it is a huge crack, I guess, right? Yeah, it's a leak which seems to be much more powerful. If leak alone operates in 8 hours, it will fill complete the tank time. All right, how much time? In 8 hours it will empty that whole tank. Okay, so if there is a leak as well as the tap which is trying to fill it, all right, let me call this as a pipe which is trying to fill it, if this happens, it will get emptied in 12 hours. Okay, therefore let me write the efficiency. This 12 goes here, this 8 comes here. I will simplify this. 4 2 times, 4 3 times. Fair enough. Therefore I will write 3 here and I will write 2 here. What is that you are trying to say? If it is minus 3, you may say, sir, from where you are getting this minus 3? Because leak is doing the negative job. So therefore efficiency would be negative here. Okay, then finally what has happened? The tank is now emptied. Emptied means what? Negative word. If it is negative, then it is -2. Okay, -3 went on to become -2. Then P was doing something in between. Then what was this P doing? P was contributing +1, because -3 plus 1 becomes the combined efficiency, which becomes -2. Okay, what is the dummy tank capacity here for you? So, but then now look at this. Okay, you got the dummies here. But now look at what author is trying to say. Now author is trying to say that, look man, the tank, so here, when the tank is full, a tap is opened into the tank. A tap is opened into the tank which admits 6 liters of water per hour. What is this? The flow rate. Flow rate of what? Pipe. He is saying that, hey, this is not one man. This one corresponds to 6 liters. That's what he's saying. This one corresponds to 6 liters per hour. But you said in your dummy, let it be 1. But author said that, hey, it is not 1. It has to be 6 liters per hour. Okay. If 1 corresponds to 6, then 3 corresponds to how much? 3 corresponds to 18. 3 corresponds to 18. If 1 corresponds to 6, then 3 corresponds to how much? 18. Okay, therefore, what is the tank capacity? Time into efficiency is equal to tank capacity. That is 8 into 18, all right, which is nothing but 144 liters is the tank capacity. You may wonder, sir, why didn't you find out from here? Why I should simply fill this gap? This gap is the waste of time. I have to fill this gap and then I have to fill the tank capacity. Fine. All I got to know is what? 1 corresponds to 6. All I got to know is 1 corresponds to 6 liters per hour. So you may say that, no, I will find from here 2 corresponds to what? I will find from here, no problem. 2 corresponds to 12 liters per hour. So therefore, what is the required answer? 12 into 12, because time is given. Flow rate is given. 12 into 12, that is also 144. Doesn't matter. All right, now go to the parameters what is given and try to identify from there. Hey guys, is it making some sense? Clear? Is it making sense? You do as usual that you do. If there is a flow rate given, go and attach it. Towards the end, you attach it. That's fine. That's fine. That should help. Right? You don't have to bother about the flow rate from the beginning. Flow rate will help you to identify the exact values. Do that only towards the end. Go towards the end and consider it and finish it. Okay, good. All right. Simple. This was a level 1 CAT question. Simple level 1 CAT question. Okay, another level 1 kind of question. Another level 1 kind of question. Okay, go ahead, because you are all masters of efficiency now. Why don't you find out? I will give you 1.5 minutes. First, let me give 1 minute. Then I'll increase by half a minute. Go ahead. Okay, I'll extend by 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Ten more seconds. All right, fine. So listen to the story. The story is simple. What this guy does is he knows how much time this bathtub takes. There is a tap attached to the bathtub. There is a bathtub and there is a tap attached to this particular bathtub. So he knows that when he switches on this wall mixture, so there may be hot and cold wall mixture. So when he switches on, he knows that how much time it will take for this bathtub to be full, right? So this particular, okay, let's assume tub is like this. Okay, for this bathtub to be full, he knows how much time it takes for this bathtub to be completely full. So therefore he thought that he will go and have a cup of coffee. By the time, make a cup of coffee or have a cup of coffee and then come back, right? That is what his plan was. But when he came back, he found that all it knows. So because when he came back, he was expecting that the bathtub would be full. That's the idea. He came back, was expecting bathtub would be full. That's what I explained. I am not telling this. Expected it to be full, but he noticed that only one third was full. Right? When he came back, he realized that only one third was full. Why? What was the reason? Was there a block in the pipeline? No. It is because outlet cork was removed. Yesterday the outlet cork was removed and then he didn't plug it back. Right? That was the problem. Maybe yesterday when he took the bath or last night when he took the bath, he forgot to plug it back. Maybe something like that. Okay. Therefore, it was only one third full. So it was only full up to one third. Out of three portions, the water was full only one third. Fair enough. So therefore, what he did, he went and put that cork back as a man of wisdom. All right, now he put that back. So after he's putting it back, in 8 minutes it got filled. Fair enough, which means if I just divide the tank into three portions, you may wonder why three portions, sir. What is the problem? Because the work number is one third. Therefore, I just divide into three portions. In 8 minutes, this got filled. Once the cork is plugged back, he had to wait for 8 minutes for this complete thing to be filled. Fair enough. So which means if it is 8 minutes, it is getting filled. So how much time the complete portion should get filled? 4 minutes per portion. This should have taken 4 minutes. This should have taken 4 minutes, and this should have taken 4 minutes, which means he was expecting that in 12 minutes the bathtub will be full. That is what his expectation was. His expectation was he went for a coffee. How long did he go for a coffee? 12 minutes. Probably he wants to make a coffee and sip that coffee, come back and take a bath. Maybe that was his intention, right? Okay, any which ways, in 12 minutes he was expecting that it is to be full. Now you may say that, sir, what can I take some water capacity for it? Take it 12 liters. Let's say that the bathtub capacity is 12 liters. Now don't laugh at it saying that in 12 liters which fellow is going to take bath. And you know that. Just like that. So you may wonder from where you got this 12 liters. 12 minutes, 12 liters, or take any multiple of 12. You want to take 120 liters or 1200 liters. Take whatever you want, but take a multiple of 12. That's my view. Okay, I and you understand that in 12 liters, nobody can take a bath in bathtub. Only toys can take a bath in bathtub. Yeah, but you don't have to laugh it out because the idea is to complete the question. That's it. Okay, 12 liter is the capacity. All at work is nothing but 12 liters. He was expecting that 12 liters will be filled in 12 minutes. Assume something like this. This 12 liters, he was expecting that this would be filled in 12 minutes because that was his expectation. He came back after 12 minutes. He is supposed to fill it full. But then how many liters were full when he came back? Only 4 liters were full. You may wonder from where you got this 4 liters. This is 4 liters. This is another 4 liters. This holds another 4 liters, one third full. Therefore, 4 liters each. When he came back, it was only 4 liters full. He was expecting 12 liters to be full, but output was 4 liters. Hey, what happened to remaining 8 liters? It got removed. 8 liters got removed. That is the point there. 8 liters were removed in between by what? By the cork. Because I was expecting that 12 liters will be full. But when I came back and saw that only 4 liters are there. Now the question is what happened to remaining 8 liters? The remaining 8 liters were drawn out. Now the point is 8 liters were drawn out by the cork in how much time? In 12 minutes time. Because all this action was in 12 minutes. He went for a coffee for 12 minutes. 8 liters were removed in 12 minutes. What is the bathtub capacity? 12 liters. Therefore, 12 liters will be removed in how many minutes? Because the cork you are talking about, the cork removed 8 liters in 12 minutes. Therefore, the cork, which means if I open that cork, will remove the entire 12 liters in how many minutes? To remove 8 liters, it required 12 minutes. To remove 12 liters, how many minutes? 18 minutes. Therefore, 18 minutes, right? This is 2 4 times. 4 2 times. This is 4 3 times. The 2 6 times 6 into 3 18 minutes. 18 minutes is the answer. Hey, is it making sense, guys? Is this making sense what I'm trying to say? Pretty simple one. Beautiful question. Beautiful question, right? So you get this 8 minutes. This was given to us at 8 minutes. Therefore, the full time will be 12 minutes. And if you are following the efficiency method, assume tank capacity as 12 liters. So 12 liters is what you expected to be filled in 12 minutes. But when you came back, only 4 liters of water was there. Then who removed 8 liters? 8 liters was removed by the cork. Because the cork was open, it was drained out. 8 liters were drained out. 8 liters were drained out in how much time? 8 liters were drained out in 12 minutes time. 8 liters were drained out in 12 minutes time. But then if I say that bathtub is full, if you fill after you take the bath, naturally bathtub is full, right? And then now you remove the cork, how much time the cork will take to empty the bathtub? 18 minutes. 18 minutes. 8 liters are removed in 12 minutes. Therefore, 12 liters are removed in how much time? Simple. Hello, is it making sense? Such a simple question. Such a simple question. We need to grow up to the question. We can't ask the question to come down to our level. That's not the way, right? I can't ask that, hey, you let's let the questions come down to our level. No, that's not the process. Process is let me grow up to that level, right? IIMs expect certain level. Let me grow up to that level. I can't say that IIMs you come down to my level. How does that make sense? I need to grow up to their level. I need to match their expectation. Simple questions, right? Simple questions. Hello, is it making sense? Say yes, no. What's happening? Yeah. Mm, mm. Don't worry, Cable. It'll be simple after that also. Point is, we need to start thinking at that level, right? What we think, what we become, something like that. That's a proverb, I guess. Somebody confirm long time back because somewhere I read what we think that we become, right? Something like that. What we think we become, something like that, right? That's the whole idea there. So therefore, if we want to get there, so we need to start thinking like that. Yeah, yeah. Mm. All right. Yeah, Vivek, everything is there in the plan. Let me unleash slowly, gradually. All cannot be accomplished because I don't spend much time. So I spend about 2 hours in teaching every day, maybe. So therefore, I will unleash it, but you will see that by the time already you get into the November or so, most of the important topics I will cover, right? Complete syllabus I may not be able to cover. That will happen for CAT 22. But for CAT 21, most of the impactful ones will be covered. I will always ensure that you will grow, right? Whatever it is, the growth will be added. I will not waste your time, right? That much is there. Okay, some of you may think that, no sir, I knew all of this. Fair enough, very good. I'll be very happy about you. So you are ready to crack the cat even today. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, more or less in general, on all my teachings, I will tell that unless you challenge, you won't change. All right, I believe in this word. All right, this is one of the sayings. Unless you challenge yourself, you challenge it, you will not change. All right, you have to change only when you challenge. Any muscle will change only when you challenge that muscle. Similarly, brain also has to be challenged. Only then it will change for good. Otherwise, it will only change. Degrowth will happen. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Any which ways. All with me? Okay, here comes a cat question. Try this, guys. Try this. Time and work is one of the simplest topics. One of the simplest topics. And I really want you to take it as a challenge and start cracking it. Go ahead. That's why I say that keep the books and pens ready. Sit with the right attitude and energy. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, I'll give a minute. Maybe then I'll extend about half a minute after that. I am not sure about it, Deepak. I'm not sure about it. This usually I solve it like that. I'm just teaching what I solve. Geometry also I do that. It is unique, not unique. I am not aware. I don't know. Yeah. I'll extend by another 30 seconds. Crack it. 20 more seconds. 10 more. Yeah, I guess, yeah, food. Good, good. All right, efficiencies. Efficiencies are given such an easy question. All these are level one questions. What is efficiency of a? It can, in terms of buckets, you talk. Let's talk in terms of buckets. It can fill, all it knows. So 4 buckets, all it fills 4 buckets in 24 minutes. See, always efficiency is what? Hey, efficiency is symbolic of speed. Speed, what happens? All it speed is nothing but meters per second. Where will be the time? All it second. Duration is always meters per second. The second duration is in the denominator. Similarly, minute should be in the denominator. Hey, what is the efficiency of a 4 buckets? buckets in 24 minutes. That is, I'm talking in terms of buckets per minutes. Okay. What is efficiency of B, man? What is the efficiency of B? Efficiency of B is 8 buckets per hour. That is 8 buckets in 60 minutes. 8 buckets in 60 minutes. I'm talking in terms of buckets. Bucket capacity is defined. That I will go to it later. Just like I already told you in one of the questions, each bucket holds 5 liters. Like just like I said in one of the that rate flow. We'll go to those parameters later. Let us go with what we usually know. We want to know the work. We want to know the efficiency. Efficiency. Now, why I'm calling this as the level 1 question? Efficiency is directly given. What's the problem? Efficiency of A is so direct. Put 4 buckets by 24 minutes, right? Similarly, 8 buckets by 60 minutes. Can't I expect an easier question than this? I should not. Technically, I should not. Right? Okay. In any way, solid. Now let's see what is efficiency of C. Therefore, efficiency of C is 2 buckets in 20 minutes. All right, 2 buckets in 20 minutes. Then the question says, if all taps are open for 2 hours, hey, why don't I convert the efficiency to hours into 60? Into 60. What I'm doing by doing this, I'm converting efficiency to hours. Hey, why you are converting the efficiency to hours? Because it is given to me as hours. Either you convert now or convert later. We have to do this. All right, let's do this. 4 1 time, 4 6 times, therefore 6 10 times. 10 buckets per hour. That is the efficiency of A. What about efficiency of B? Efficiency of B is 8 buckets per hour. Just simplify them. Hey, what is the efficiency of this? 6 buckets per hour. Fair enough. If all three all have been opened for 2 hours, this is per hour. Let us add the efficiencies. 10 plus 8 plus 6, all of which becomes 24 buckets. 24 buckets per hour. Fair enough. That is, the 24 buckets will be filled in 1 hour. But author says that, man, I kept it open for 2 hours. Multiply by 2. Multiply by 2. 48 buckets are filled. 48 buckets are filled in 2 hours time. What is the bucket capacity? 5 liters. 48 into 5, all at which becomes 240 liters. Simple question. Why I'm calling it as a level 1 question? Look what I have written here. Efficiency is directly I've written. We always worried about efficiency and work. When somebody is trying to tell us that efficiency I am giving you, then what can be the better thing than that? What best can happen other than this? Right? This is the best that can happen. Hello, is it making some sense, everybody? Making some sense? All level 1 questions we are doing. Now, if you say that what is easier question than this, call it as level 0. Right? I call it as level 0 because direct efficiency is given. If we think this is critical, then what is easy? Then what we should call the others? Right? Let's be very fair to us. We need to grow up. That's my point. We need to grow up. I can't ask somebody else to stoop down. Rather, we need to let put our neck up. Yeah, other than Srishti, hello guys, you there? Making sense what I'm trying to say? Yep. Good, all good. All good. Yeah, good. Superb, superb, fantastic. Yeah. Here comes a beautiful question. Beautiful question. Beautiful question. Two beautiful questions on this. Then we will go to a cat question. Of course, these are cat replica. Cat replicas only. We are doing the cat replicas. Try this. Beautiful question on the cat replica. I just change the numbers. Story remains same. I change the numbers. I don't mind giving 2 minutes for this because you are all masters of efficiency by now. Since 2 days we are doing this study. Apply it. Apply it. Hmm. Okay, good 2 minutes I gave. Let's do this. Why did I give 2 minutes? Because there is a bit of calculation going in here, right? From that perspective, I gave a little more time. Fair enough. Let's find the work first. Let's find the work first. What is the work? Work is nothing but the capacity of the tank. All of you listen. All of you listen if you are midway. I know that you will just get a little more time to close it. You just wanted a little more time. Doesn't matter. Listen first. Otherwise, I may have to end up repeating unnecessarily. Okay, so let's say that LCM of the time capacity. Say what is this 7 1 by 2? 7 1 by 2 is 15 by 2, right? 7 1 by 2 is 15 by 2. Okay, what is 8 1 by 3? This is 25 by 3. What is 8 1 by 3? 25 by 3. All right, what about this here? 15 minutes. Okay, these are minutes. Hey, what about this 48 liters per minute? This rate of flow rate, we will come to it later. I already told you in one of the questions, let's not bother about the flow rate right in the beginning. Let's not worry about it. 15 minutes, that is 15 by 1. How do I find the LCM of the fractions? LCM of the fractions is LCM of the numerators. LCM of the numerators, that is 15, 25, 15, divided by HCF of the denominators, that is 2, 3, 1. LCM of the numerators is 75. HCF of the denominators is 1. Therefore, 75 liters is the work. Let's say that the tank capacity is 75 liters. Tank capacity is 75 liters. This is the first stage you kind of come up to. That is dummy tank capacity. You may think that, sir, the question itself is tank capacity. So I said, we already said that in one of the questions. Let's start with dummy. I told that in the beginning itself, isn't it? Yeah. So therefore, we came to the dummy capacity. Let the dummy capacity be 75 liters. Okay, what does this does to us? Let's now go back and establish, hey, what is the efficiency of P therefore? Efficiency of P is an inlet pipe, positive. Efficiency of P is nothing but 75 divided by 15 by 2, which is nothing but plus 10 liters, plus 10 liters per minute. Okay. Hey, what about the efficiency of Q, another tank? That is 75 divided by 25 by 3, right? 25 by 3, which becomes plus 9 liters. Okay. What about the efficiency of P plus Q minus R? Because you may say that, hey, what about efficiency of R? I don't know. Efficiency of R, I don't know. It will be some negative number because that fellow is drawing out. But I know what is efficiency of P plus Q and minus R. Okay. What about that particular efficiency? Let's come to that. I'll let E plus the efficiency 15 minutes. Therefore, I'll say that 75 divided by 15. It will be minus 5. You may wonder, how do you know, sir, it is minus 5? Because it is emptied in 15 minutes. Negative work is happening at the end. It will be emptied in this time. Fair enough. All right. So then what is that? What is the efficiency of R therefore? What is the efficiency of R? Look at this. There is a plus 10, there is a plus 9, and the net result is minus 5. Then the efficiency of R is minus 24. Then the efficiency of R should be minus 24. If there is a plus 10 here, plus 9 here, minus 24, 10 plus 9, 19, minus 24 will become minus 5. Therefore, when I know these three numbers, this was 10, this was 9, and this was minus 5, I know that this has to be plus minus 24. Fair enough. We got this to minus 24. But what is author trying to tell us? He is trying to tell us that, man, it is not minus 24. All it is 48. It is not 24, but it is 48 liters. 24 corresponds to 48. What is the factor of multiplication? Scaling factor. Scaling factor is 2 times. The scaling factor is 2 times. If the scaling factor is 2 times, then the efficiency, everything should be 2 times. The work also is 2 times. Therefore, 75 into 2. The work is also 2 times. Therefore, what is 75 into 2? 150 liters. The entire problem, the scaling factor is 2 times. If you really want to understand what is the efficiency of P, 2 times 20 liters. What is the efficiency of Q? All it now 2 times, which is 18 liters. Efficiency of R minus 48 liters. Efficiency of the entire efficiency of the system minus 10 liters. Something like that. That's all it meant there. So which means all numbers has to be scaled. It's like you have a diagram in your mobile. You want to do into 2x. What happens? The entire diagram becomes into 2x. Precisely that is what we are doing here, because 24 corresponds to 48. What is the scaling factor? 2 times. Do you already know the work? I already know the work. How much? 75 liters. Scale it how many times? Into 2 you do. 150 becomes the answer. Hello, are you all there? Such a simple question. Making sense? Making sense? I gave 2 minutes because there were fractions. You have to take the LCM of the fractions. That might take some time. Other than that, there is no reason why I should have given 2 minutes here. Keval, you didn't understand minus 24. Plug it here, no Keval. Plug it here. Plug it here, friend. Plug it. What is the value of P here? Plug it from here. So before getting that, this was the situation we had. We had this situation. So Keval, you are asking that how minus 24. What is the value of P? Plus 10. Write it here. Let me write 10. 10 plus what is the value of Q? 9 minus R is equal to how much? Minus 5. Okay, it is not minus r. Minus r means r is doing a negative work, right? That is the whole thing there. You can write it r. Basically, it is r. R is equal to minus 5, right? So that is what you are trying to say. So therefore, all it, if you say that this is 19, what should be the value of r so that the net result is minus 5? Isn't it the value of r should be minus 24? It should be drawing out 24 liters, Keval clear, because it is 19 liters. 19 minus 24 is equal to minus 5, is equal to minus 5, or just simplify this, take this to the other side. Simple, yeah, simple, simple, right? Everyone clear about this? Are we getting hang of some negative work, etc.? Pretty simple ones, but this is what is expected out of pipes and cisterns. I'm setting the realistic expectation, what is expected. And this is not exhaustive. This is not exhaustive because I can't do all CAT questions from 1992. Papers are available from 1992 as far as I have solved. I think I have solved from 1992. From 1992 to 2020. These are the CAT papers available. In between, I'll let know 2009 to 2016, only memory based papers are available, right? Only memory based are available. Otherwise, these are the CAT papers. Now, can I do all CAT questions which appeared in all these papers? Not possible. That's not the idea. I will set up the expectation. It is up to you to go back and practice. It is up to you to go back and practice. Now, in this, you have level 1 questions, you have level 2 questions, you have level 3 questions. All levels of questions will be there. I will just pick from here, pick some questions from here to set up the expectation, because I have to give you the true picture of what is going to come, right? What has been asked in the past. What is the kind of expectations they've already set to us? That is important to know. And that is what I do in my lectures, simply put, right? If you say, what is my pedagogy? From which style? From where do I come from? I come from this understanding. Sometimes I will also take from the ZAT, because a lot of ZAT papers available, some good questions, concepts come there. They came in ZAT doesn't mean that they don't come in CAT. What was the concept, what was asked in ZAT will come back in CAT. Right now it is all interchangeable. Did all the some concepts of CAT came in ZAT? Of course yes. Does some concept of ZAT overlap with CAT? Of course yes. Why not? Right? So three beautiful papers that we can see in today's world is there is a CAT, there is a ZAT, and there is IIFT. Right? So these are the sources: CAT, ZAT, and IIFT questions. Right? This will set up the right expectation between them. Right? Earlier there used to be a paper called as JMET, Joint Management Entrance Test. All right, this is conducted by all IITs. All right, this used to be these four were the beautiful sources. Right, using this, most of your logic gets covered. Most of it gets covered because already there is plethora of information. Use this information and create the right base for your understanding. So that is what I do in my lectures. I use these sources to create the right expectation and give the approaches from there. All right, to suit them, we need to develop the approaches. Right? If you ask me, how do I develop my curriculum? That's how I come from. That is where I see the goalpost. Then I will say that kick the ball in this direction so that we'll hit the goalpost. That's the whole idea there. Fair enough. I'm guessing that all of you are learning something. We are all learning something. Beautiful question here. With this, I will complete pipes and cisterns. Maybe I will talk something else after this. Let's because with the negative work, positive work, let's put that in. Efficiencies only. Technically, we are talking efficiencies only. Again, I will give 2 minutes. Try and crack this and give me some confidence that yes, you are able to handle efficiency. Otherwise, as a trainer, sometimes I panic. What's happening on the other side? All right. Okay, guys. All right. Now, Chinmay and somewhere pesticide gaming. I don't know. Please, why don't you put your name, man? It's very difficult to understand some things like that. Okay. Nevertheless, all right, now let me go back. Okay, in the previous question, you had a doubt. The cistern was full. Let it be full. Doesn't matter to us. The cistern was full. Let it be full. Now, coming to this, okay. So we got this particular number as minus 24. 24 technically, which I said that take it as 48. Factor of multiplication is into 2. Now, let us say that work is nothing but efficiency of P into time taken by P. We all agree, right? Okay. Okay. What is the efficiency of P? Double this. What is the efficiency of P? Double this, which will become 20. Let us write it here, 20. What is the time taken by P? 15 by 2. What is the time taken by P? 15 by 2. 2 one time, 2 10 times. 15 into 10 is 150 liters. Okay. Both of your doubts are clear. Both of your doubts are clear, Mr. Aniket and Chinmay. It is clear now. With this, it should be crystal clear what we were doing. So that is what I mean by telling the scaling factor. Scaling factor works across. Scaling factor work across. At least with this, it should be clear. This is the ideal way of doing. If you even if you don't want to, this ideal way of doing. Because if this minus 24 becomes 48, then the efficiency of P10 should become 20. Right? Yeah, making sense there. Say yes, no, both Chinmay and Aniket. Clear now? With this clear? Yeah, even if it is not clear, I'm assuming it's clear. I did this, right? I told you clearly. Okay, let's come back to this. Let's take a look at this question. Beautiful question. Listen, all of you listen. You lost the momentum here. Let's read once again. Okay, two pipes A and B can fill a cistern in 7 hours and 8 hours respectively. The pipes are opened simultaneously and it is found that due to a leakage at the bottom, 16 extra minutes are taken to fill the tank. Pipes are opened simultaneously. There is an expectation. When the pipes are opened simultaneously, do I have an expectation in what time I should come and switch it off? Yeah, I have an expectation. But then I counted that, hey, it took 16 extra minutes, man. It took extra 16 minutes because there was a small leak. There was a small leak. Question is, in what time the leak will empty the initially, if the tank is initially full, how much time it will take? Fair enough. So let's say that there is a pipe A, there is a pipe B, and there is a leak as well, right? Okay, pipe A takes how much time? Time perspective. The pipe A takes 7 hours. Pipe B takes 8 hours. These are in hours, 7 hours and 8 hours. So what about the efficiency therefore? Efficiency are inversely proportional. I will write 8 liters per hour. I'll say that 8 liters per hour. This is 7 liters per hour. Okay, therefore what is the work here? Time into efficiency is the work. I will say that therefore the work is equal to 56 liters. That is the work. Okay, so efficiency, because what I'm interested in, I want to know the efficiency of A, I want to know the efficiency of B, and I want to know the work. I got it. Efficiency of A is 8 liters per hour, 7 liters per hour. The work is nothing but 56 liters, right? Done. Okay. What about the leak? I don't know. At this point in time, I don't know. There is a statement which is given to figure that out. The pipes are opened simultaneously, and due to a leakage, 16 extra minutes are taken to fill this particular cistern. Now look at this. 16 extra minutes. Now think, in 16 extra minutes, these two pipes will pump in some extra water into that. The tank capacity was 56 liters. What was the tank capacity? 56 liters. So other than this 56 liters, these two pipes would have pumped in some extra water into this. Okay, per hour, how much they pump in? 8 plus 7. They pump in 15 extra liters per hour. They pump in 15 extra liters per hour. In 16 minutes, how much they will pump in? What I'm trying to say, they pump in 15 extra liters per hour. In 1 hour, that is 15 liters will be pumped in by both these pipes together in 60 minutes. In 60 minutes. In 60 minutes, they pump in 15 liters, right? But then in 16 minutes, because 16 minutes, in 16 minutes, how much they pump in? Fair enough. In 15 minutes, they pump in, in 60 minutes, they pump in 15 liters. In 16 minutes, they pump in 15 liters. In 16 minutes, how much? 15 one time, 15 four time, 4 time. They pump in additional 4 liters. Very good. So the pump in additional 4 liters means together how much? They pumped in 56 liters because the tank has to be full. That is when you went there to shut it down. But then you understood that no, I have to wait some more time because there is some leak out there. So you waited there for some more time. How long you waited? 16 minutes. 16 minutes means you are calculating how much extra water is going. 4 liters extra water is going. Therefore, what is the total outflow? Total inflow, how much went in? Therefore 56 liters went in plus additional 4 liters also went in. 60 liters went in. 60 liters went in. All right, 60 liters went in for how long? 60 liters. To pump in this 60 liters, how much time is required by these two pipes? Let's calculate. 60 liters has to go in at the rate of 15 liters per hour, because both of them are working. They can 8 plus 7, 15 liters per hour. Okay, yeah, 15 liters per hour is the efficiency. To pump in 60 liters, they want 4 hours, which means these two pipes were working for 4 hours. These two taps were working for 4 hours to pump in 60 liters. They were pumping in 60 liters. Okay, but they pumped in 60 liters, but how much you can see? Only 56 liters I can see. Therefore, how much got leaked? So 4 liters got leaked. 4 liter got leaked in how much time? 4 hours time. 4 liters were 4 liters solid, 4 liters were leaked in 4 hours time. What is the tank capacity? 56 liters. To leak 56 liters, how much time it will take? 56 hours. Beautiful question. Beautiful question. There was a little bit of conversion involved here, in the sense something was in terms of minutes, some things were in terms of hour. You just have to judiciously take care of those conversions. That is no big deal. Otherwise, everything remains same. Look at the starting point. Was there any trouble in the starting point? Of course not. Efficiency, you fixed it. Work, you fixed it. And then you navigated to the storyline. Just like yesterday, we were running through the storyline. We are trying to go through the storyline. Other than this, there is nothing difficult in this question. Hello, making sense, everyone? Did it make sense? Clear? Clear? Give a quick confirmation that yes, it's making sense. Clear here? Are you all learning something? That's important to me, not only making sense of this question. So when we are spending time, especially between 10 and 11 in the night, are we all learning something? Confirm on that. If you are all learning something, put L, or learn, whatever it is. Not just yes, because yes can be answer to some other question also. Are we all learning something? Type L there or type learn there, whatever you want to type. Let there be a learn factor there, because we are spending around this particular time, right? So if you are taking that kind of pain to learn, right? Are we learning? Are we whiling away our time? What's happening? Are we learning here? Yeah. Deepak, that's an amazing answer. Yeah. Thinking maths. Okay. All right. Good, Keval. Good, Kevin. Okay. Nice, Tamanna. Okay. Okay. Ayush. Ayush. Okay. Ayush, what is WR? Okay. Good, Chinmay. Good, Chinmay. You're using very strong word. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Good. I'm happy that, okay, it is making some sense. Okay. I should tell you this. Okay. I should tell you this. Some of you I see regularly. I hats off to your commitment. Commitment, like, so you have that kind of discipline. You scheduled it. Okay. This time I will come learn this particular chapter from this educator, whatever it is, right? So it needs a lot of self-discipline and responsibility and commitment. So I see that, okay, you guys have such commitment, such responsibility, I'm sure. And the second thing I'm impressed is, once I tell you, you guys immediately pick it up, right? That is something already I'm kind of like, no, okay, you will, I'm not saying that, okay, sometimes you ask me to repeat all of that. That's not the idea, but more often than not, the moment I say, you kind of grasp it that faster, right? That is very encouraging. That shows the huge potential. From my end, I can see a very good potential, because I'm saying this from the 14 years of experience. You are picking it up. Ensure that you practice as well, because what you are doing is you are understanding. So I'm very intelligent. I'm very impressed that you understand it very fast. Once I say that, you kind of understand it. But the point is, you have to practice it. There is a difference. There is a huge gap between understanding and performing, right? There's a deep difference between that, because when a swimming class is given, you understand the basics, right? Somebody, those who know the physics, you understand buoyancy, keep the water a little bit, keep a little bit of air there, the body will float automatically as you are drawing out the air. I mean, as you are like, breathing out the air, then you have to just turn your, what is that buoyancy? Technically, physics principle of buoyancy, what is involved in swimming, you understand that. But performing is different. You get inside the water, you will be in a shock. It will give a shock treatment to you, right? So you don't know what you are trying to do there, right? So that's the whole thing there. Same thing when I am saying it, or any educator is trying to tell you, you are understanding. At least I'm impressed that you understand it fast. Point is, if you don't practice, it will not change your mind. You will not be able to perform. You will perform, but it will not be adequate performance. Okay, please keep this thing in your mind. So while practicing, also take the right kind of tools and practice, right kind of material and practice. All right, in the sense, something that challenges you will change you. Adequately, it should challenge you. Just keep that in mind and try to practice there. Good, guys. All right, fantastic. Okay, very nice, very nice. Very nice. That's good. I'm very encouraged. Okay, if you are liking the content that we are doing, all right, you don't have to hesitate. You can always press the like button before you leave. Even whether you are doing it online, you do it offline later, doesn't matter. When you like it, all right, now always ensure that, okay, you kind of like it. That will be encouraging to me also on the other hand, right? Yeah. And share it with your friends also. It is not that only you should get benefited. You can always tell them that, okay, hey, come, let's attend this together. It'll make some sense, all right? So you can share them. Okay, and if you have not downloaded the Unacademy app, download it, because I'll be doing loads of lectures on special classes and also on the Plus platforms. Okay, download them there, and while downloading, you can use the code Belvi100 to do this. So I'm not sure. So how much we should do? I had still some agenda. I still had some agenda. Yeah, my next free class is coming only in the first day of the September, 1st of September. I will be doing the free class at 12. I'm not sure whether the 12 is the right time, or should I do the time change in the time. We will try and figure that out. We will try and figure that out. Good advantage with the free special class that's done on the Unacademy platform is you will get the lecture notes. Whatever I'm trying to say, all right, these lecture notes will be made available to you. Yes, already, if you want to look at some of my previous lectures, you can always type in, punch in the YouTube as Cat Ninjas. That you can always punch in as Cat Ninjas 1.0, or you can put my name Belvi Srinivas, and you can see some of these particular videos on the Unacademy platform. Okay, so I guess today I don't think, I still wanted to do a few more questions, but it's almost the time here. Okay, Keval. All right, Keval. All right, all right. You identified your need and you are working on that. Very good. Deepak. Correct, Deepak. Correct. I have not planned that yet. I have planned the special class. I'm going to plan it. I think Deepak, you're looking for CAT 22. Yeah. Yeah. I will let you know. I will let you know. Once I plan, I will let you know. I will let you know on that. Okay. Okay. All right. So what we'll do is we will stop with one beautiful question. Let's do one beautiful question and we will stop it. We'll stop, because yesterday I said that I did one level below CAT question. Let's stop with this CAT question. We did a lot of pipes. If you say that, what did we learn today? All about the pipes and cisterns. We did a lot of pipes and cisterns, but I still wanted to do a few more questions. Doesn't matter. Let's wind up with this particular question. Take this time, my friends. Take about a minute or two. Worth trying it. Although it's 11 in the night, doesn't matter. Worth trying it. CAT question as it is. Yesterday I did a scaled down version of this. I did a scaled down version of this. This is CAT question as it is. Try it. Yeah, all right, guys. I gave solid 2 minutes. So let's try this and then we will wind up and go to bed. All right, let's take a look at this. Let's do this. Okay, allow me. Let's do this together. So if I give a little more time, you'll be about to close. I'm sure some of you are just about to close it here and there. A couple of you closed it as well. Doesn't matter. So do it together. Let's do it together. Follow this. Otherwise, I may have to end up repeating it if you follow attentively. So I don't have to repeat this again, right? So therefore, from that perspective, cooperate. Yeah, two typists, because some of you believe that, okay, so we learned efficiency method without using the unitary method, right? We did most of the questions by efficiency method. and we didn't use much of unitary method. One reason I didn't use much of unitary method is we did this throughout the high school. Entire high school was taught in the unitary method. Therefore, assumption is you are pretty comfortable with unitary method. Point is, both methods are equally right and both methods are equally good. Sometimes the efficiency method suits better, sometimes the unitary method suits better. Between the two, it suits better. It is just suits better. Just like how we some dresses suit the occasion, right? So based on the occasion, some of them suit better. There is nothing like this is the right attire, that's a wrong attire. It's like some occasions suit solid. Now some dresses suit better that particular occasion. Same way out here. So if you look at this question, unitary method, you would have done it faster. Had you been thinking from the efficiency method, yeah, it doesn't take much extra time, but then yeah, it might have costed you extra 30 seconds or whatever. Fair enough. Let's take a look at this question. The two typists undertake to do a job. The second typist begins working 1 hour after the first. 3 hours after the first typist has begun working, there was still 9/20th of the work to be done. To be done. It is not done. It is to be done. This much is left, which means how much is complete? 11/20 is complete. This much has been complete. This amount of work has been complete, right? Yeah, this has been complete. When the assignment is completed, it turns out that each typist has done half the work, 50% of the work. Question is, how many hours will it take for the second typist to complete the work? Let's say that the typist one, the first typist, let me call it as A, let me call the first typist as A. A takes X hours to do this particular job. I'm just putting it in the simplest sense. A takes X hours to do this job. Second typist, let's say B, B takes Y hours to do this job. I just taken X and Y. So now I'm trying to tell that how the unitary method can be applied here because it's faster. It's faster. Okay, so faster by what? Faster by few seconds. Okay, yeah. So A takes X hours, B takes Y hours, right? A takes X hours to do the job, B takes Y hours to do the job. Okay, therefore, what is the efficiency of A? 1 by X. Efficiency. I'm writing efficiency. Efficiency of A 1 by X. But how long did he work? So here, all right, now here is the statement. 3 hours after the first typist has begun, which means he worked for 3 hours. Therefore, I will write it as 3 by X. That is the work accomplished. Look at this. Efficiency is 1 by X. Efficiency is inversely proportional to the time duration that I discussed already yesterday, right? Okay, 3 hours means 3 times of 1 by X. What is the efficiency of Y? 1 by Y. How long did he work? Now, second typist begins working 1 hour after. Therefore, he worked only for 2 hours so far. By the time A has worked for 3 hours, B has worked only for 2 hours. Okay, this is what they accomplished. What is this accomplishment? This accomplishment is 11/20. 11/20. It hardly takes any time to write this. So even if you are following unitary method, it's your high school method, favorite method, you've done it so many times. See, your efficiency method is first understanding unitary method and then your efficiency method. Don't think that, hey man, efficiency method is what I know, unitary method I don't know. Blunder. You are doing a blunder of your life. Call it from CAT perspective. I will come to it. Next lecture you watch, I will do some questions. If you've forgotten the unitary method, then you will be wondering, how do I do this CAT question? That's a reality. Always remember what they teach in the high school are the first principles. We should know that first, and then we should try to learn whatever we want to learn. Not at the expense of not knowing what has been taught in the primary and high school. It is mandatory. All right, fair enough. Any which ways, I made my point. Coming to this, that's the first equation. Second one, when the assignment is completed, it turns out that each typist has done half of the work. Okay. Now look at this. When the assignment is completed. Okay. Now he wants X hours. Now listen from here. Listen very carefully. Writing this part. All right. A wants X hours to complete the full job. A wants X hours to complete the full job. How many hours are required by A to complete half the job? X by 2 hours. A requires X by 2 hours to complete half job. Simple. Hey, how do you know? Because you only assumed saying that you only assumed by saying that A requires X hours to complete the job. To do half job, how much time he wants? X by 2 hours. Fair enough. Similarly, B requires Y hours to complete the job. B requires Y hours to complete the job. To do half job, how much time he wants? Y by 2. Y by 2 hours. Assume whatever be the value of Y. Y was some 50 hours. What is the half job? Half job he requires Y by 2 hours. But the point is, when the work was completed, which means after that they worked together, or after that they worked together and completed, right? Because after 1 hour, after first 1 hour, they are working together to complete it. Fair enough. So when the work was completed, both have done half the job, but the time taken is 1 hour less. What is this? X by 2. Time taken to do half job. Time taken by A to do half job was X by 2 hours. Time taken by B to do half job was Y by 2 hours. What is the difference between these two timings? 1 hour. Why do you say 1 hour? Because you already know that A worked 1 hour more. A worked 1 hour more because he started 1 hour before. Okay, now tell me quick confirmation that these two equations are clear, my friends. These two equations are clear because solving is cakewalk after this. Solving should not be a problem. After reading this question, how soon I write these two statements could be important. That's it. How soon I write these two. It's all matter of that. If I can write these two fast, then you are sorted. Then you are sorted. It's only solving after this. Right? It's only solving after this. Solve for what? Solve for y. Alright, you got to solve for what? You have to solve for y. Y is equal to how much? Second typist, because the question is about the second typist. Solve for y. That's all we do there. Okay, therefore, already if I just simplify this equation, x minus y is equal to 2. You get this part that x minus y is equal to 2. You get this. X minus y is equal to 2. Okay, from here, go and substitute in the first equation. Substitute for x. What is x here? Therefore, from here, you say that what is x? X is equal to y plus 2. Substitute. So, from here, you substitute 3 divided by y plus 2 plus 2 divided by y is equal to 11 divided by 20. One way to do this from here is what? Plug the answer options. If answer options are there, plug the answer options. Once you get this equation, plug the answer options. What if I don't have the equation? Make a quadratic and solve, right? Make a quadratic and find the roots and take the positive root. That's it, right? Because it becomes a quadratic. Y plus 2, y minus 2. Your LCM is y times of y plus 2, which will become a quadratic because this question in the today's scenario can come with the box as well. It can come as the non-MCQ as well. Therefore, they leave a box. You type the number, you punch in 8, you punch in. Okay, why I should give the answer option. But in this case, what I can do, I can use the answer option. I can finish this particular question. That is also fine. Let us try the first answer option if there were answer options, because you understand from here that I have to make a quadratic equation and solve. Otherwise, what? No, I don't want to make a quadratic equation. All are integers, nice numbers, integers. Let me quickly try, plug those integers and check. Okay, check it here. 3 divided by 8 plus 2, 10. 2 divided by 8. All right, now check it whether it is becoming equal to 11 by 20. Let's check it quickly. All right, let us check this quickly out there. Okay, yeah, let's take this is nothing but 2 or this is nothing but 1 by 4. This is another 3. All right, now 3 by 10 plus this number can also be simplified as 1 by 4. Check it out. LCM is 20. All right, therefore this is 6. This is 5, which is becoming 11 by 20. All right, therefore it is equal to RHS, right hand side. Therefore my answer first one is fitting. If not, I will just plug in quickly the second one and check. Hey, what if no answer options? From here I will make a quadratic equation and solve. I'll make a quadratic. I will find two roots, one root positive, one root negative. Take the positive root and proceed. Okay, did you all get the meaning of this question? Fair enough? All good? All well? Any doubts? Anyone? Anything that you want to ask? We are at 11:15. Quickly ask anything to be asked. All good? Then give a confirmation that all is well with this CAT question. Good. Keval says all is well. Tamanna says all is well. Okay. 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 Is my explanations making sense to you? Is my explanation making sense to you, to everyone? What I'm trying to convey, am I able to convey it? You are able to make sense out of it? Yes? No? Because I'm spending quite a bit of time with you guys. So on the other side, is that making complete sense? Are able to follow the discussion? Yeah? Very good. Superb. 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 All right. Okay. I'll tell again. So if you like it, all right, now so put these like buttons, which will also be encouraging to me. And the closing comments, we are almost done for the day. So closing comments, some of the new batches have been launched today, that is on 28th. So you are preparing for CAT 22 or CAT 21. One of them was launched on 25th, that's in CAT 22. Right, so some of the finest educators are handling these courses. You can try and take a look and you can enroll. Yeah, all of you block your time tomorrow, guys. Sunday you block it. So you know that, okay, we are doing generally we are doing Monday to Saturday. On Sundays I'm not taking any lectures because Sundays generally most of us will write the test, right? After test, generally people don't feel like taking the lecture. Most of them, because half of the day on Sunday goes in what? In taking the mock, especially from September onwards, right? September, October, November. Generally Sundays are meant to be mock because you are writing CAT also on Sunday. Therefore, generally I presume that Sunday you should spend half day of Sunday in the mock. If it's 2 hours are required, but you have to sleep well, eat well, rest well, then get up, understand that you are full of energy, and write it during the morning time. Don't write it in the night, because the CAT is in the morning, not in the night. Nobody administers a CAT paper to you at night 9 o'clock or night 8 o'clock kind of. Yeah, learn whenever you want to learn, but ensure that Saturday you watch your diet, you watch your sleep cycle, etc. And whenever you get up on a Sunday, the first thing you should do on a Sunday, I mean in the morning time, you slot it out, slot the time. And from September onwards, from now onwards, in fact, right, some of you might have been already started, because sometimes Keval keeps asking me that this is what happened in the mock. Some pointers he tries to give in the chat. So nevertheless, therefore, that's one of the reasons I don't take on Sunday as well. I leave it to you, because definitely you'll be writing mock, and after that I don't know how much energy will be left to take some additional inputs, etc. Okay, any which ways. Okay, therefore Monday to Saturday we generally meet at 2ish in the afternoon, 2 p.m., and around 10ish in the night, right? Okay, unless one of the days, one odd day, probably I will be doing it 1 or 2 days, I'll be doing it at different time. But otherwise, generally, all right, now I will convey whenever I'm doing it at a different time. Definitely I would convey it in beforehand. Otherwise, kind of, we know that we can block the time between 2ish and 10ish in the night. Okay, that's it is. So on Sunday, all right, tomorrow make also 1 hour time, make 1 hour time, because you have some exciting gifts in offer. So make 1 hour time, because it's at 12 o'clock, that's tomorrow, 12 to 1 p.m. And these are lucky draw gifts. You don't have to necessarily perform well, you just have to participate. Just by participating, 250 of you will be winning this based on the lucky draw. So try your luck, try your luck. If you don't want the gift, pass it on to me, you can courier, I'll give the address. All right, any which ways, that's on the lighter note. I think we will stop here. Couple of questions, one or two that you want to ask, you can ask. Otherwise, good night. I'll see you on Monday morning, Monday at around 2ish in the afternoon. Good night. Take good rest. Keep working hard. Stay blessed. Good night, Prashant. Good night, Tamanna. Good night, guys. Good night. I'm signing off. Good night. I'm signing off. Good night, Kevin. Good night, Keval. Good night, buddy. Good night. Good night. I'm signing off. My best wishes to all of you. I'm